the time out and being here, because they say time is an invaluable asset, and each one of you, you have invested your time, so thank you. My name is Lincia, and I'm going to be your host for this wonderful, divine evening. By the way, by a show of hands, how many of you are really excited about today's unveiling? Yes? How many of you are excited? Make some noise. That's more like it. And the others? You'll not put your hands no matter what I say. Yeah? Okay, fabulous. Thank you for being here. Are you loving the entire venue? How ethereal, how angelic does it look? Isn't it? Yes? Yes, I absolutely love how magnificent this decor is looking. As you all know, the Cascades, Neopolis, isn't just where you live. It's how you live. Built on the foundation of sustainability, wellness, and smart living. This is where technology, tranquility, and timelessness converge to give you that unparalleled living experience. Now, when we talk about unparalleled living experience, we have a few visionary leaders who has made this dream come into reality. And this evening would be incomplete without acknowledging them, without talking to them, because we are here experiencing this Taj Mahal moment because of them. So without further ado, let me invite our trailblazers on stage, Mr. V.V. Rao, partner representing Urban Blocks Realty. I request you to please step forward on stage. Wherever you are, there he is. The Shyam Sundar Reddy, partner representing GHR Infra. Mr. Lakshmi Narayana, designated partner representing Lakshmi Infra. There they are. Please come ahead. Please come ahead. There are a few more joining us. Mr. Kartish Reddy, designated partner representing GHR Infra. Mr. Sharad, representing designated Urban Blocks Realty. And Rohit, partner representing GHR Infra. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, these are the trailblazers. Can we have a round of applause for them? Because without them, I would say our Desi boys. Yeah, without them, this would not have been possible. Thank you so much for what you do. And I'm going to request Rohit to please step forward, the youngest among us, to go ahead and... What an impressive gathering. All yours.
No, please.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming today to the launch of the Cascades Neopolis. Tonight, before you all leave, I guarantee you all that we will redefine what luxury residential living is for you. You all are probably wondering why we transformed this convention center into this gallery and Broadway theater-like experience. Jonas and Joris, as you must have seen, India is larger than life in experiences. Our greatest films transport us into worlds that feel larger than life. Today's show is our attempt to give you the experience of the larger-than-life world of the Cascades Neopolis. I say attempt because even after all this effort, we probably only capture 1% of the scale the Cascades will offer. The scale of the Cascades is hard to comprehend. It's 5 skyscraper towers rising 217 meters into the sky, with 1.5 lakh square feet of amenities designed beautifully by Studio HBA, and 1.5 lakh square feet of landscape designed by Cooper's Hill. Just reading or saying these numbers won't give you the sense of scale until you move in and see it for yourself. However, what we do think we achieve with this event is the experience and the essence of the lifestyle the Cascades will provide. And what is that lifestyle? Well, Jonas, Tanya and Joris didn't just design a building with beautiful architecture, landscape or interior design. They designed a lifestyle that redefines what luxury means in residential living. We're providing a lifestyle of convenience where there's a concierge service by quintessentially tending to all your needs, which makes your time a luxury. If you want a last minute table at a sold out restaurant or for a sold out movie, they can get it for you. A lifestyle of wellness where all aspects of your well-being are taken care of through the design as well as parameters set by the WELL certification, which makes even the purified air you breathe in a luxury. This greatly improves the quality of life of the residents in many ways that are hard to measure. A lifestyle of smart living which enables all the tech-driven, future-forward residents to feel right at home even after moving in many years later. So what we're doing with the Cascades is essentially selling a lifestyle but packaging it in 3 and 4 BHK units. While you might think there is a good supply of similar sized units, there is actually a lack there of supply or a dearth in the lifestyle which we have created with the Cascades Neopolis. So with this project, Hyderabad is not just growing skyward, it's also growing forward because life appreciates here. Thank you.
Alright, next we have Kartish. And Kartish, all yours.
Yeah, I think Rohit covered everything. I'll just take a minute and I would like to say that the Cascades Neopolis is not just a luxury project. It's a statement for Hyderabad, and I would promise you that you would have never seen something like this. And, thank you the entire team who have collaborated. The best global minds are here. And from Sky Gardens to rooftop, world-class concierge services from quintessentially everything. So everything in this project is beautiful. So I thank our partners, our teams, and for supporting this vision, Lakshmi Infra and Urban Blocks Reality, and getting a new benchmark for Hyderabad. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Kartish. And I would now request Lakshmi to please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening all. To visualize this scale of a project and this kind of a vision, we need to support a trusted financial, we need to have a trusted financial support, and we are proud that this project is financially supported by none other than a big financial institution, big public sector financial institution like SBI. For a moment we are very proud, and we are immediately we are humble, and we are with a humility we thank our SBI and SBI officers to have a trust in us and to have a trust in our financial vision, to have a trust in our ability to, and in believing that we deliver this scale of project. We truly thankful to SBI and to sanction a mammoth 900 crores of financial support, and to sanction our, to support in sanctioning all our housing loans that are going to come. So we truly thank to SBI, and we from this stage we all our, on behalf of all our partner, we thank you, and we watch that we will deliver the project, and your repayment of loan is first and foremost priority to us, and next priority is to deliver the project to our trusted customer. Thank you very much.
And now I request Sharad to please come ahead and say a few words.
Thank you all. It's a great turnout here. A lot of people. Thank you all. So it's a proud moment for all of us at the Cascades Neopolis. As we all know that Neopolis is the buzzword and the next downtown that's going to be happening in Hyderabad. So our initial thoughts to the architects and concept of the architects was that it has to be timeless. Thanks to Jonas from UHA and Horace from Studio HBA, who's our interior designer for the amenities, and Tanya from Cooperson. Together with the global presence, we're just going to bring the best out of the Cascades Neopolis. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the great minds pushing the boundaries and achieving the impossible. We need a houseful round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Thank you for gracing the stage. Thank you. And now, let's take a group picture.
పాస్పోర్ట్ సైజ్ ఫోటో తీసుకో గమ్మున అంత క్లోజ్ వెళ్ళిపో రైట్ సార్ వెళ్ళిపోయాడు చూస్తారు వాళ్ళు బాబు అడుగు పోతూ ఇది
And now, what you are about to witness, I don't think I can justify in words, because it is something that you got to feel. And for that, I want all of your eyes on the screen as this magic unfolds. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Good evening. Tonight's performance, The Way of Water, has been crafted and curated to unveil the vision that is the Cascade, a world woven by water itself. Step into a realm where the elements awaken, where water remembers and movement ripples through silence. Here, rhythm flows as liquid language, and life stirs anew, not in concrete, but in pure, shimmering consciousness. The Way of Water stands as our lead character, a shimmering current, a mirror to the Cascades, 3 pillars of living: wellness, sustainability, and smart living. We invite you to beneath a veil of silk and silence. She surrenders to water, to breath, to the quiet rhythm of life. The 7 chakras align, igniting the path of light within, awakening vitality. At the Cascades, where wellness flows and life moves with meaning. shift, a storm of dust and disconnection, a world faltering without care. But from chaos, life breathes anew. Trust is reborn and balance is restored. At the Cascades, sustainability becomes a way of being, where wellness flows and life moves as one. enters a space that understands, where lights rise with her breath, warmth gathers, and silence softens to her mood. The home listens, not to commands, but to her presence. A sanctuary, alive with her, where beauty is intuitive and life unfolds effortlessly.
And for that, I want all of your eyes on the screen as this magic unfolds. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
to you the Cascades, a living symbol of the way forward, the way of water, where life doesn't just exist, life appreciates here. Let the water guide you. Let life flow anew.
అవునా
ఆ స్క్రీన్ మీద వేసేది దగ్గరికి రా, దగ్గరికి.
The Cascade Neopolis is not just a design, ladies and gentlemen. It is a movement, a direction towards living a lifestyle like none other. It is moving towards sustainability, moving towards stillness outside.
మూడిట్లున్నాయి
And as we celebrate this iconic moment, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take this opportunity to invite on stage those who powered our ideas into reality, because they say only those who risk going too far can possibly know how far they can go. And I'm going to invite the doers, the risk takers who helped us create this idea into a reality. Could we have on stage the founder of UHA Global, Mr. Jonas? There he is. Everyone look towards the stage. Everyone look towards the stage. And can I have the lights on the stage, please? Mr. Jonas, thank you so much for bringing this project to life, breathing energy, enthusiasm, and so much more. There he is. Welcome, welcome. How did you enjoy the performance? You're loving it? Yeah? Okay, all yours.
Hello guys. Wow. What a turnout. Unbelievable. So I'm incredibly proud, guys, to be here. We were approached 18 months ago by these amazing individuals with a very, very clear brief. Now, before I get into the project, I want to tell you a little bit about us. We are UHA. We are a global architecture brand founded in London, but with 7 offices internationally. We've worked extensively in India, and we are high-rise specialists. As you can see behind here, we've worked on a number of high-rise around the world, but very rarely have we had the chance to work on something as big as Cascades. And I cannot overemphasize the scale of this project. All in, we're talking about 6 million square feet of area. If you combine the 5 towers together, each tower 220 meters, you get a structure that's 1.5 times taller than the Burj Khalifa. So when you're given such a monumental task to design something this big and this important, where do you start? We start by looking at history. This structure is a structure that will stand for many decades. And both us and the client team wanted to make sure that this is a structure in 50 years and 100 years that we could be proud of. So what did we look at? We looked at historical structures that still stand proud today and have been icons for the last 100 years. As you can see here on stage, we've got the Empire State Building, one of the most iconic towers in the world. We've got the Rockefeller Center, got NatWest Tower and the Aeon Tower. These are structures, some of them were built over 100 years ago, and they're still icons today. So this was one of the departure points for us. And what you can see that's common with all these towers here is the verticality. The linear verticality, you can see these vertical lines. So this became a driver for us. We wanted to add that elegance to the towers. When we design projects, especially projects this big, the first thing we look at is nature. Nature is the ultimate architect, nature is the ultimate designer, and it's the ultimate source of inspiration for us. And where in nature do you find something this big? One of the first things I looked at before I even did a sketch for this project was Victoria Falls, one of the largest waterfalls in the world in Africa. I then looked at Iguazu Falls also in South America, and I was fascinated by this cliff edge, this rock. Here you have 5 towers 220 meters up. It's like a mountain, it's like a rock face. And the water inspired us. This idea of the cascades that fall down and the linear white lines of water that are created as the cascade falls down. This became the main design driver for the project and gave it its name, the Cascades. This was the first sketch we did for the project. As you can see, inspired by the Cascades, these linear lights. And I'm very, very proud today that the product that emerged from this sketch is very close to the original vision. And I think that's a testimony to the client team and their dedication to really delivering an incredible design. Here you see it in all its glory, some of the renders that were done for the project. The other prime driver from day one was wellness. And this is because we thought about how do people want to live in 10 years, how do people want to live in 20 years. The structure is going to be ready, hopefully by 2030. So how will people live then, and what will be the values that they really care about? And the value that came back again and again were wellness. So the 6 pillars of wellness were our main driver throughout the project. And I've worked on a lot of projects, a lot of high-rise projects, branded projects around India and around the world, and I can honestly say, you know, I've never seen a project that delivers more amenities than this project. It's incredible. You can see the linear line of the waterfalls here and how they've determined the design and how they become a feature driver. The 6 pillars of wellness is physical wellness, it's mental wellness, it's social wellness, it's sustainable wellness, it's spiritual wellness, and it's emotional wellness. And we've designed every inch of this project to really stand for this. So you will find it all here. There's not an amenity we haven't done, there's not a stone that's been left unturned. We've had a world-class team, one of the best teams I've ever worked with, incredible interiors, incredible landscape, incredible specialists at all that. This is one of my favorite renders. You're truly going to live in the clouds. You have a garden, a park in the sky, and I think that's a good moment to really hand over to my colleagues who I've worked with for the last year and who've been incredible. They will talk to you a little bit more about the extensive landscape and extensive interiors on this amazing project. Lastly, I'd like to thank the client team, GHR, Urban Blocks, and Lakshmi for this incredible opportunity to work on this amazing project. Thank you very much. I think, I'm not exactly sure who's next on stage, but maybe we can invite Tanya from Coopersville. Thank you guys, thank you for coming, enjoy yourselves. I know you want to get to the bar. Bear with us just a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Jonas. That was my cue when I saw landscape on the screen. So I'm Tanya. I'm a director at Cooper's Hill, Singapore, and we're very proud to be part of this beautiful, iconic project that Cascade Neopolis is. I mean, really congratulations to the entire team of the Cascades who really envisioned this project since the beginning. And I think for us as landscape designers, we need two things. We need the clarity of the client's vision and a very strong design thought by the architects that Jonas had set very beautifully since the beginning. So the landscape for this project, I mean, was just the extension of this beautiful waterfall ecosystem that we created. So the landscape is the base, the canvas on which these beautiful vertical buildings rise from. So when you see the sketch, it's really the layers where the water falls and where life begins. It's where the trees grow, it's where the rocks are there, it's where the cascades fall, the ripples create, and that's the very fluidic landscape that we've created throughout in this beautiful project. And as Jonas mentioned, this project, I mean, we've done projects around the world, we are doing projects across the continents. I think this project really boasts of various amenities, be it indoors or outdoors. We've really thought about wellness throughout this project, so I think I'll probably move further. So this is a visual of the clubhouse with the pool, and as you can see, there are a host of amenities for all the residents to really enjoy this very resort-like landscape that we've created. So the way we design resorts around the world, we've sort of brought those values to this very beautiful residential community that we want to create for the residents. It's very futuristic in its approach. These are some of the visuals of the sky gardens that we've created. And these are the infinity edge pools that we've created on the sky terraces. So truly we are giving a lifestyle to all the residents which is second to none, and definitely it would be very unique in the landscape of Hyderabad. Very, very futuristic landscape. These are some of the views of the lake from the terrace. So we have this infinite view of the terraces. And a lot of plants that we've used in this project are to create that sense of biodiversity and microclimate for the project. So it will attract a lot of butterflies and birds which are native to this region. So we've kept very thoughtfully curated a plant list for all these spaces that we've created. And there's a lot of wellness and fitness trails that are part of this project. There are over 40 landscape amenities that we have created in this project. So I think that's pretty much my part of the story for the landscape. So I'll give it over to Joris to explain more about the interior spaces. So over to Joris.
Thank you very much. All right, good evening everybody. My name is Joris. I'm a partner at HBA, representing Studio HBA. We have 24 offices all over the world, about 1,500 people working tirelessly on interior design. So when we were shown the first renderings of the project from the architecture, we immediately got the sense that this was about flowing water, about natural flowing spaces. Of course, speaking to the founders, it was immediately very apparent that this needed to be set a new benchmark for development in the region here. So for us, that's a great inspiration. We always like to push the boundaries. We like to do things that are not done before. We want to here create something that is luxury but still attainable, aspirational for a larger group of buyers. And our interior designs really represent the same narrative, but we layer certain things on top of that. So we use the flow, we used water, we use shimmering, reflectiveness, but at the same time we wanted to look back to the past, look at what is important in the region. We saw craftsmanship, we saw beautiful metalwork, we saw gemstones, and all those things to combine together with the future and forward-looking vision that, of course, Hyderabad now is very much about developing new international IT. So we combined all those things in the interior design. You can see some images here. We're in the midst of developing this. We are really still very much in the middle of the process. We're enthusiastically developing further. There are so many amenities here. So the main lobbies, we have the lift lobbies, and of course we have diversity of towers. So in every tower there is a special sense of home. What for us at Studio HBA is important is to develop these spaces and to create communities. So for us, wellness, of course, we have all the amenities, we have all the elements that were just mentioned by Jonas, and the beautiful landscape. But for us, really, the ultimate wellness is feeling home, feeling comfortable in your home, because this is not just a giant development, it is also people's homes. So what we wanted to create is a community. So we have a lot of community spaces here, and we want people to feel very comfortable in this development. So we have amenities like we have bars, we have restaurants, we have sports cafe, we have all these spaces where people can relax, find their neighbors, find and create this wonderful community that the Cascades will become and will be developed as. We even have a spa. It's an amazing development. We have guest rooms for people to invite their friends over and stay in the development when their apartment doesn't allow for further people to stay. So again, this is a fantastic development. We love working on it, and we're continuing our journey to develop the best development in Hyderabad. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Joris. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to now invite Priyanka, COO of Quintessentially, joining us and telling us more on the project. There she is. Can we have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for her?
Good evening, everyone. It is a very exciting evening, built in with a lot of excitement in a packed room. And with that, we would like to also let you know that Quintessentially is very, very proud to have partnered with Cascades for this particular project. This is one of the first projects in Hyderabad.
We only capture 1% of the scale the Cascades will offer. The scale of the Cascades is hard to comprehend. It's 5 skyscraper towers rising 217 meters into the sky, with 1.5 lakh square feet of amenities designed beautifully by Studio HBA, and 1.5 lakh square feet of landscape designed by Cooper's Hill. Just read.
Future imagined, but a truth remembered, where nature and innovation don't compete, they coexist. A home that listens, a world that flows, a promise made visible, and now let it.
Can I have someone pick up the phone and tell me that I'm about to miss my anniversary date, and can I know what present to give my wife? Can I know what holiday to plan? So all of that gets covered into what we offer as luxury and convenience. We're also going to be looking at informing, educating, and letting all the residents at Cascades know what is happening in the world. What is happening in Hyderabad, what is happening in India, more importantly, what's happening around the world, which will be of interest to you. Whether it's sports, it's art, it's music, it's entertainment, it's travel, every aspect of a person's lifestyle gets covered into the service, gets covered into ensuring that you have someone available around the clock to ensure that you can seamlessly have somebody available to take care of all your requests. We've also put in a couple of ways that people have used our service. We're very popular in a lot of luxury developments and very high-end luxury developments across other parts of the country. Hyderabad till date has not faced this kind of comfort and convenience in their homes, which is what I think Cascades would now bring on the table, and like it was mentioned earlier, sets the tone for a new platform of luxury that life has to offer. So we'll have a lot of access, a lot of convenience, a lot of comfort right at your doorstep. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka. And how would our lifestyle at Cascades Neopolis look like? I'm sure everyone out here has this thought going on in their mind. Yes? Yeah? A lifestyle that is full of forward thinking, a lifestyle full of sustainability, innovation, and design. So I want you all to stay tuned because we are going to unveil what that lifestyle looks like. Stay tuned.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి ఎప్పుడు చెప్తున్నాను పదం వచ్చి ఉంటే అయిపోయింది ఆయన నా మాట మీరు బా ఏదో ఉందండి
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to welcome the officials of State Bank of India Overseas Branch joining us right now. I request Kartish to please step forward. Lakshmi Narayanan and Sharat to felicitate all of them. Lakshmi Narayanan and Sharat to please come towards the stage for the felicitation. And also request Ravindra Reddy ji to please come on stage. Welcome. Thank you so much. And I request Kartish ji, Lakshmi Narayanan ji. Okay, please proceed with the felicitation. First, I think we should have a photo op, isn't it? Come ahead. Let's have a photo op here. Come ahead.
Wow. Simply no words. The kind of luxury, the kind of grandeur, the kind of
Brother, please.
Creation around. I mean, I think it's unparalleled so far. I have not seen so far, and I'm sure it's not around as well. The design, the beauty, the six wellness concept, wow, great. And from State Bank of India and from all of us, our team, we wish a very, very, very grand success for this project. Good luck, and I'm indeed happy that Hyderabad is going to get this monument. And all good wishes. Thank you very much.
Jewel in Hyderabad's crown. Thank you so much. Yes?
Bro. Anna. Koncham side Anna. Koncham side was. Zoom right
Before we begin, we just wish to
bro. Bhai zoom kar lo please.
Felicitate and give our all good wishes to the partners and the developers over here.
We are on live, bro, please.
Cascade Police and all those who are associated with architect or the developers and everybody. So far as State Bank of India is concerned, we are very happy to be part of this entire project, and the patronage which they have given to us, we are very thankful to them also. And on behalf of State Bank of India, I can tell you one thing: we will be more happy to be such projects in Hyderabad, because ultimately we all are working for the better Hyderabad. So thank you very much for giving us this opportunity, and I wish Cascade Police all the best. Thank you.
I request Mr. Mukesh sir and Mohan sir, instrumental for us getting 900 crores of a project loan.
Sir. भैया
part of this prestigious project. This is something really unique, which is being done setting a new standard. So we are proud to be part of this prestigious project. Wishing all the partners in the project all the best. Thank you.
Please.
Good evening all. Really it is indeed a great privilege for State Bank of India to be part of this prestigious project in Neopolis. I believe that 4 pillars are there here as partners who are really involved themselves in this project. I wish them all the best, and also who are the prospective buyers to be part of this. It's a really luck to have such a beautiful and marvelous project here. All the best to the developers and the prospective buyers. Thank you.
Wishing the entire Cascade Neopolis team a roaring success, and may you keep moving upwards and shining your light everywhere you go. Thank you. And with that, we come to the next special moment, and that is the brochure reveal. Ravindra Reddy and Pratap Reddy, I request you to please come on stage. I request you to come ahead for the brochure reveal. Okay, let's do it on a countdown. Alright. Yeah, anyone? I think, yes. Okay, wait. I'm going to do a countdown.
Hello, Baba.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1! And with that, the brochure has been revealed. We can have a picture with the Cascades Neopolis brochure. Okay, fabulous. Perfect moment for a picture. This is going down the history lane for sure. Okay, let's do this. Everyone look towards the left. Everyone look towards the left. Open the brochure. I want everyone first to look towards your left. Everyone look towards your left. And now towards your right. Now towards your right. Look towards your right. Everyone look towards your right. And now look towards the center. Everyone look towards the center. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cascades, Neopolis, ladies and gentlemen, is more than an address. It is a movement towards mindful living. And we thank you for joining us in this journey. But the night is still young, so do not go anywhere because we have a fabulous band joining us today and they are going to transcend you to another planet altogether with their music and you're going to groove, you're going to dance, and you are going to have an amazing time. So don't go anywhere, stay here because the band is up next. Enjoy.
ఇది పట్టుకో లేదంటే ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్ లో నలుగురు
Or saying these numbers won't give you the sense of scale until you move in and see it for yourself. However, what we do think to achieve with this event is the experience and the essence of the lifestyle the Cascades will provide. And what is that lifestyle? Well, Jonas, Tanya and Joris didn't just design a building with beautiful architecture